Bam! Shredded obliques, abs. Crazy. Is this even the same person? I mean, you wouldn't know, would you? This is an incredible transformation. Coach Greg, and welcome to another edition of Predict My Body Fat. Only we have before and afters. We're going to predict their body fat in the before and the after and see how close the person is to the actual answer. Everyone knows my laser eye vision is more accurate than last time. It's better than a DEXA scan, and although I'm not 100% accurate, I'm certainly better than some DEXA scans. So let's start with 22-year-old Caitlin Rabb. She's 5'9", 200 pounds in the before. Let's see. She says she's 40% body fat. She's sitting in a wagon holding a bunch of apples, low-calorie dense foods. Everyone knows apples are delicious and good to eat on a diet. Oh, but apples have fructose. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
If apples have fructose, they are healthy, full of fiber. You should eat a ton of apples. An apple a day keeps a doctor away. Based on what she looks like, although she's fully dressed, I can clearly see she's over 40% body fat. I'm going to guess closer to 45% body fat. Now, frankly, I don't see her in a bikini, so it's harder to tell, but just based on the volume of human being that I'm looking at, she seems to be closer to 45%. If she were, in fact, 40% and she weighs 200 pounds, that would give her a lean mass of 120 pounds. And I have a hard time believing that a 5'9" female that doesn't really work out is going to have 120 pounds of lean tissue. And by that, I mean, strip all the fat off of her. Is she really going to be 120 pounds with 0% body fat? Probably not. So she says Coach Greg's reminded her to train harder than last time, and also that you need to focus on just being your best, doing your best. Stop expecting yourself to look like the huge bootied, seemingly perfect girls on Instagram. He reminds me that what matters is I'm putting in the work and trying to better myself, regardless of the outcome, and for that, I am so grateful. So let's see how she makes out. So in the after, she's down to 146 pounds. She's lost 54 pounds, and she says she's at 26% body fat. How obvious is it from the girl in the wagon eating apples that she's lost the weight? 54 pounds. She has well-defined quads, almost seems to have the appearance of abs, and no extra body fat. I can't even see cellulite, saddlebags, nothing happening on this woman. She predicts 26%, and so far it seems to be the case. What about from the rear? Back double bicep. Check out this girl. She's got muscles you can see in the back starting to form. Her glutes are well formed. I don't see any excess body fat anywhere. She has a small waist and she has really good shape for someone who might compete in a bikini or women's figure competition. Not lean enough to compete, but certainly on her way. And standing relaxed with arms to the side, I can see a little bit of body fat into the humerus area of the triceps, little bit of fat in the lower body, not too much, probably bang on with 26%. Up next, we have 41-year-old Michael Pereira, who's 5'6", 237 pounds. He says he's at 40% body fat. However, I'm afraid it's higher than 40%. I'm going to go with at least 45% body fat here. I know it's hard to put on a really large number, but this is morbidly obese. This is very much overweight, certainly endangering his health. You can see the picture's worth 1,000 words. There's a lot of fat. I don't need to stand here and say he's got fat on his stomach. He's got a lot of fat, clearly. He discovered Coach Greg. He says I've helped him cut out the bullshit on freaking YouTube where so many people just tell you what you want to hear, not what you need to hear. You want to see the transformation? Let's just see what he's been able to do 1.5 years later. Bam! Shredded obliques, abs. Crazy. Is this even the same person? I mean, you wouldn't know, would you? This is an incredible transformation. He's 147 pounds, 12.8% body fat, he says, in the after photo. I mean, can you believe it? The guy that was morbidly obese with a huge stomach now has a shredded six-pack 1.5 years later. Not 6 months, 1.5 years. It doesn't happen overnight. You need to be in a constant state of a calorie deficit. If it's too hard and you're starving, you can't stick to it. Now, it's always keep saying, he made this incredible transformation. You don't need to change this much to be healthy. You don't need to be this ripped to be healthy. He could have lost half the weight and still been healthy, but he's able to do this. It's incredible. I'm showing you his transformation. And he says he's 12.8, but based on this photo, I'm saying he's closer to 10% body fat. He's approaching fitness model levels. He could almost step on stage and be like, check out my abs. Look at this specimen of a man. So he went from 237 pounds. He's my height. He's a little manlet like me. Now he's 145 pounds. So those of you who think, oh, 140, that's small. This is 145 pounds and my height. I'm 193 pounds, so I'm actually pretty big. So you don't actually need to be 200 plus pounds to look like a bodybuilder or to look good in general. 150 pounds and lean at my height is actually pretty big. I mean, frankly, I won bodybuilding nationals weighing 149 pounds. One bodybuilding. So clearly 150 pounds, more than enough muscle to look good. So you don't need to take a bunch of PDs and mass up and bulk up and be 200 pounds to look amazing. Up next, an incredible transformation here. You got to be ready for this. 25-year-old Louise Rodhouse. She says she's 269 pounds at 50% body fat. And in fact, my laser eyes tell me she's at 55%, meaning more than half of her body is in fact body fat. Clearly morbidly obese and needs to lose weight in order to be healthy. She's standing with a smile, looks super confident in her underwear, fat all over, but so what? She's making a difference and she's decided, I'm going to do something about it. I'm sick and tired of just eating too much food. I need to eat in a deficit. I need to take control over my life and lose some weight. A picture's worth 1,000 words. This one maybe 10,000. There's too much fat everywhere. Clearly, she needs to lose weight to be healthy. She should be confident. There's nothing wrong with looking like this. You should be confident in yourself and be happy, but you're not healthy if you look like this. It's just not possible. You can't ward off the health complications of being obese if you have this much weight. It doesn't mean you shouldn't be happy or have confidence, but you should love yourself enough to want to live longer than last time. And losing weight, it's a must if you look like this. If you don't, you're not going to live as long as if you go on a lower calorie diet. She started her weight loss 1 year ago, discovered Coach Greg, and saw all the information that I gave, like ghrelin's coming to punch you in the face. It's going to make you too hungry. She learned to eat low-calorie dense foods to fill up, to not be hungry. She started by eating the anabolic French toast and soon ate the low-calorie pizzas and then the wraps. She then said, I'm buying the friggin' cookbook, and there's no stopping her ever since. And get ready for this transformation. You ready? 25% body fat she has, doing a front double bicep. Look at the friggin' peaks on the bicep. Remember that belly she had? It's gone. Of course, there's loose skin. So what? The fat's gone. 25% body fat. Imagine how healthy she is. Remember, 25% is as healthy as it can be? She could have lost half as much weight as she did and still been amazing. But no, she lost even more. She's down to 25%. That means she lost 30% body fat. That's a lot of weight. And you think that's impressive? Well, let's see from the rear. Look at the back double bicep. She has a small waist. Remember the waist in the before? Remember the waist in the before, how it was big? She literally has a small waist. You might have thought, oh, horrible genetics. Nope, good genetics, small waist, wide shoulders, great muscular development, 25% body fat. So just think of it. If she can go from 55% body fat to being morbidly obese to 25% and being ideal, not just pretty good, ideal, aka perfectly healthy, to go from being morbidly obese based on body fat to ideal and perfectly healthy, and that's in a year. Think of it. She didn't rush it and do it in 3 months. She didn't lose 100 pounds in 3 months. She did it over the year. And frankly, even if she'd only lost half as much, imagine the difference that makes. Not everyone can lose all this weight. Not everyone can do what she did. This is amazing. But if you only get halfway there, that is still amazing. So this to me is incredible. Hopefully it's motivation for you. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette IB Pro. We got the bloops over there. Watch at least one. It's such an amazing video. at least watch the top one. Way better than the bottom. The top one you gotta watch. You need to subscribe to the newsletter. We got so many more audience participation videos. You want to be a part of it. Until next time, I am out.